Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested and ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for January 25th, 2022. Also being timeless, so wherever you're catching in time, this might be relevant, irrelevant, a good story, I'm not sure. But anyway, if you found your way across this might hold something for you. If you do have questions about booking a private session, because your individual storyline will always be more detailed, in-depth, and intense, go ahead and go to the description. There should be an email address there, or you can find me on the social platforms and send me a DM. What we are looking at is somebody who's putting something off, and it feels like they're trying to delay an inevitable in their life. You know, I can understand that, new year, new you, but procrastination rears its ugly head. I think that it's a little bit more dramatic than that with this. So what I'm seeing is somebody is wanting to, I think, lay some new ground. They're putting it off because honestly, they don't have faith. They don't have faith in people. They don't have faith in the outcome. They don't have faith in themselves. They're having a real hard time with being able to believe in anything. So many things in their life have been canceled out. Them, plans, people, anything that's really unknown. I know, it's obnoxious. But what I'm seeing here is this is somebody who is burnt out. They are incredibly burnt out. They're ready for new, and they don't want just anything. They don't want just anything. They want the King of Cups energy. They want something calm, something that can handle every rapid that goes its way, something that has its ships coming in, whether themselves or whoever they're dealing with. They want to know that something is going to be worth it. They're ending a really painful cycle, a lot of hard karmic lessons that have been dealt. It's made them incredibly sensitive empathetically, and also tolerance-wise. I'll just say it like that. There's something that they want to offer, and we have a lot of 10s surrounding this reading, so there's a lot of new beginnings where they want complete and utter fulfillment. It's something that they're willing to offer, something that they feel like they can offer, but it's after the closing of whatever this hard cycle is. Why am I yawning so much? Anyway, hey, let me bring this down just a smidge. Here we go. All right, so what is this involving? All right, very intentional seeds, and also probably materialistic things. Ooh. Yeah, they have a major sense of loss, which has deterred them from, I think, investing until it's a sure thing. My darling, nothing is ever 100% in your life. Not even the breath that you take is 100%. You know what I'm saying? Guaranteed. So this, it feels like they can't offer something that isn't 100%. And again, spoiler alert, nothing is ever 100%. They feel like a piece of crap. They feel like a piece of crap. And I think that this is based off of old circumstances where they have been horribly criticized, and this is a really big time where all those ghosts are coming out, all those skeletons are coming out of the closet, and it's being laid out in front of them. And I think that they're kind of doing this to themselves, so it's just, you know, they're flogging themselves. I feel terrible for them. These are actually really important issues from them. It's not marginal, it's not marginalizing, it's not possible to even marginalize these even a little bit. But I do think that they are making a major mountain out of something that, while it's a big deal, it's not nearly as big of a deal as they have been led to believe. So materialistic and practicalities, something with dealing with the lover. So this might be somebody who sees a soul bond or soul contract, kindred spirit, soulmate, twin flame, doesn't matter. It's a very important lesson, very important changes, very important everything that is coming about this, but they want to make sure that it is at the level of integrity that they want to offer this. Like, it has to match this kind of person and this energy. I'm being pulled to another deck. Well, anyway, before I move on, let me show you what we are looking at. So I already kind of showed you the Judgment, the Ten of Cups, and what followed after it was these. It's incredibly sensitive. They want to offer it. They want to offer the Ten of Cups, that all the resources are there. It's acknowledging that this is actually worthy. Oh my God. Everything that I've been reading recently, whether it's private sessions, collective, worthiness is a real problem that we are facing right now. So they feel horrible and they want to offer something, but they're not going to offer it until they feel like it is worthy. My darling, you are worthy. So then we have the Lovers, major changes coming into play. Where am I going? Okay. Wisdom of the Avalon. And the incense is out. Son of a... Why is this happening? Go grab your coffee. Go grab your snack. It's going to be a moment. I don't know if I can show flame on camera. I don't want to get flagged. This has 2 flames. Now it's 1. That might mean something to you. Okay, Lovers, tell me about it. Ooh. The Mystery. And then we have Truth. Something about the Lovers is a mystery, and the truth is about to be revealed, and somebody's putting it off. They're friggin' afraid. Why are they afraid? Restriction, love, and they've been feeling it coming. They feel like this is something that they can't hold back anymore. They're afraid of losing love in their life. They're afraid of being restricted. They're afraid of the truth being revealed and that this is going to click a lot of things into place. This person carries a lot of guilt and shame for something that has occurred in their past. They might lose people in their life. Yeah, I can get that. Okay. The Animal Dreaming Oracle wants to make an appearance. The synchronistic events, they know that something is coming ahead. It's the 10 card, so cycles ending, new ones beginning, another 10. 10's really taking over the reading. Personal power. Ooh. Then we have willpower, personal power. Weaver of dreams, they've been dreaming about this. Okay, calmness. This person, whether it's you or somebody, they feel a storm coming. Whether it's their own or whether it's actually a storm that is going to be involve their life. This is really meant to clear their life out. This is one of the things that has held them back. They're afraid of people's judgment. They're afraid of being retaliated against. They're afraid of shaming people in this. What the heck? Okay, let me just say, there's not a soul on the planet who has done something that they are, that hasn't done something that they are proud of, that they aren't proud of. So yeah, okay, what I mean to say is everybody on the planet has done something that they aren't proud of. There's no exclusions. I don't care how large or how small the infraction is in their life. You're human, you effed up somewhere, I can promise you that. There's nothing that you have done in your life that makes you unworthy of love and redemption and renewal. And I know that there are certain things that you think, well, yeah, but I did this. Great. I promise you, there are so much worse things out there. If you hear that honk, that might be validation for you. Okay. This is not going to be something that screws up your life. Well, it's not going to screw up your relationship either. This isn't going to be something that cast a shadow over your life. Somebody, I don't know why. This is so silly. It's like somebody's afraid that their inappropriate pictures are gonna get leaked. I'm sorry. Don't be. Release and surrender. Ask and perfect timing. Then we have daydream. There's a lot that you need to get off your back. You've got to stop punishing yourself. There's a lot that you need to ask to just rip the Band-Aid off. With where you are going in life, it is not going to suit you to hold this stupid cloud over your head. There's nothing that you need to really worry about. There's nothing that is going to follow you from your past to your future if you acknowledge it, if you learn from it. So for some of you, this is going to be a repeated pattern in relationships. Your ex family members, your ex friends, they kind of can't expose you in the way that you are thinking. I know that some of you are afraid of somebody revealing something about you and ruining the future of where you have things going. No. If anything, it's going to make them look like the bigger D-bag. So, what needs healing with you? You're being helped. I guess you carrying the burden all by yourself. Having more faith in people. Let yourself receive. Let yourself receive support from other people and have faith that what you have in your life is not really going to be easy to run away from. So then we have rest. Yeah. When you've held on to what you've held on to for as long as you have, when it's cleared off your plate, you are not going to really know what to do with it. You are going to probably collapse and be very, very tired. You might be incredibly emotional. You might be even irritable. You got to be prepared for that bad boy. But what I'm seeing right here is now that you have that weight taken off your back and you realize that the world didn't come to an end, you're going to be exhausted. So that's what needs to be healed. To let people be there for you. Let people show up for you. Let people restore your faith. And have higher, I don't want to say expectations, but expectations. You can expect more integrity and support from people. There's something from the other side, either loved ones or a guardian angel, who's kind of shooing you to make the communication, to break your barrier and let everything just go where it needs to go. There's a huge release and surrender that is coming into play. So everything that has occurred in the sense of fate has been written. There's nothing that you have done that wasn't fated, as shisty as it sounds. Because there are some things that are fated that nobody, and I mean nobody, can really know how to deal with. Some of it can be really dramatic. So what's being healed now is, first off, whatever the situation you're thinking about for yourself is a ginormous yes. This is also going to heal your sense of worthiness. It's going to heal your sense of compassion, your heart, and it's actually going to really strengthen your relationships in your life. So what I'm seeing here is mother healing coming in. You're worried about people rejecting you. No. You know what? People will reject you in your life no matter what. But in this case, I really wouldn't worry about the most important people who you are bringing into your life and who are there for you. I would not worry about them rejecting you. And I also don't think that they would hold anything against you. The healing heart I want to draw attention to. With what? Okay, Wisdom of the Oracle. Do I want that? Hold on. Nope, I want Rider-Waite. Charisma, a new beginning. Yeah, your ego is going to take a major drop kick into the future, and I love it. This is going to be great for your ego. And you know what? I'm all about the ego. It is healthy to have an ego. Over humility is obnoxious and fake and worse than an ego, if you ask me. But yes, what has been out of imbalance in life, you are going to be relieved of. Some things you are not going to get the karmic repercussions with in this life. Either that or what has occurred in your life, the trials and the tribulations, maybe that was the karma for somebody else and that you were a key player in it. Is this reading making sense to anybody? Because I know that it's kind of all over the place. There is a sense of dependency, sense of trying to keep up an image and hiding the truth. My dearest, it is going to be cut through immediately. And then we have these two. So once that's done, I see a huge celebration in order. It's like the entire side of, spiritual side is doing like this big, like you just crossed the finish line, complete party for you. You and relieving yourself of this in your life is actually the karmic release, and it's like you did it. You crossed the finish line. You have graduated. You faced all your fears. You faced all your demons. You faced all your truth about yourself, and now it's time for you to level up. They know, the other side knows that it took so much strength for you to just make it to now. So this, wishes are going to be granted, and then we have divine intervention. So you don't have to worry about things that have been at an imbalance leaving your life. There's a great reason as to why they've been at an imbalance, because somebody, not naming names, it might be you or somebody that you're dealing with. I know. They had to cut through to the BS and get to the heart of the matter. This, and set themselves free. You're such an amazing person. This is talking about how you are such an amazing person. Your issues with worthiness, they need to be worked on. But that, again, when you release all of this that you were afraid would be at your detriment, you're gonna come out on top. And again, I cannot stress this enough. Anybody who leaves your life was going to leave your life anyways. Temperance. Soulmate cards. Long journey ahead. Self-mastery. You are so in control. You are protected. You are passionate. You have this amazing fire. You sit on top of the mountain. You had climbed the mountain and to get where you are. And now you get to claim your throne. You are going to be juggling a lot in this life. You are going to be really working on finding your balance again. There's been so much that has been almost meant to drown you in the water with this, but it's not going to drown you. You, with everything that you have endured, what the outcome is mastery, these incredible soul bond relationships, and really finding your equilibrium once again. And I think that it's going to be on a new level. I don't think that you have had it at this level before. And I'm getting pulled to the Animal Dreaming Oracle cards again. Deception, wisdom, and rebirth. Transformation. I know that you lied. I know that you lied about yourself. Now you're not a horrible person. It definitely made your path a lot more challenging. It made it so every lesson was really twisting the knife with you. Your rebirth was inevitable. everything about this, you have transformed. You are who you are now and who you are after you relieve yourself of this. This is who you are going to become, and this is what's going to stand the test of time with you. You're almost like a polished gem that was just raw, that was tumbled through everything. I know, great imagery. Through all of your rough experiences, through all your heartache, through all your loss, through all your pain, through all the pain that you have caused others and that they have caused you, through all the hell that you have endured, time, consistency, you never giving up in life has polished you into one of the most beautiful gemstones of healing that is really going to withstand the test of time with you. It is going to be part of your legacy. You are transformed. You were never lost. You have to see how worthy and how good you are. You didn't go through all that for nothing. Now you're going to get the reward. All right, you. This has been the Daily Tarot and Oracle, the daily insight on life and love for January 25th, right? 25th, 2022, also timeless. Again, wherever you're pulled to this in time, this might be relevant for what's going on with you. If it doesn't make sense, discard it. If it makes sense, awesome. And if it's a good message for you, awesome. If you have questions about booking a private session, go ahead and reach out in the provided email address or find me on social platforms and send me a DM. And my dearest, until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. So what I really like about this is you're sticking to your principles. You're not doing it in a mean way. I think that you're wonderfully honest. I think that you're compassionate. You're just going to be really sticking to what is a priority. What is your own personal morals? You are really following that compass. You don't care if it's going to ruffle somebody's feathers. You don't care if it's going to have people leaving your life. It'll suck if it does, but it's not like you're going to be backing down. I think that you're very much defending yourself. And there is a feeling of sadness. It feels like it's putting a lot of things on pause. You will literally deal with this particular hardship, whether it's financial, emotional, whatever the case is, you will deal with this. If it means that holding your ground will make things get better. You're not about an instant fix. That I can really appreciate about you. You're going to be kind and gentle and wonderful. Something has to change. And even if this means temporary hardship, so be it. We're not going to be just giving our time, our energies away just for some sense of, I guess, flooziness or instant gratification. All right, so you, and sticking to your principles, what is coming up? Ending of a very painful cycle, and it's coming to an abrupt end. This is a time where it is karma being complete. I flipping love this. Okay, so the Queen of Swords becomes the Queen of Cups, the HBIC. I love that. Okay. Emotionally controlled. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. God, there's always a sense of retaliation, and somebody is going to try and intimidate you throughout this and try and hold some sort of power and dominion over you. Nah, not going to be a thing. Sorry, not sorry. It is going to be a very painful cycle that is coming to an end. It is going to involve strife, but I see that you are going to be sticking up to it. You're not going to engage them. You're simply not going to be led with fear. You will pull back your energies. You don't care anymore. You're not going to pretend to care. You're not going to be led by some sort of physical, not even attraction. It really feels like led by physical pursuits, physical gratification. That's exactly what this person did, and you're not going to follow that path. So you're going to make a choice. I know that it's going to be a difficult one. It's not one that you want to make, and the result is you have a lot of following up choices. You're not going to make the wrong one. It's going to lead to plentifulness. This is pretty dramatic. I know that it's been chaotic. I know that it's been up in the air, but I also know that it's starting to find a landing point in your life. I really feel like there is a sense of renewal, fulfillment, hope being restored in your life. I see masculine energy being completely in charge of themselves, self-contained, but also I see them as beautifully warm and affectionate. I know this is masculine, but it's starting to take the feeling of this all-enveloping affectionate energy. It feels kind of feminine. And I only say that because this is the feminine is more nurturing. But the way that this strong masculine character is coming about, it's the gentle touch that was finally needed for whoever this is. I am seeing what seems to be a sense of rebirth. So this is what we have. We have a sense of rebirth, a new cycle beginning that seems like it has so much promise, but also there's something that feels like it's at odds, and this is what we have. Okay, somebody's trigger happy. Somebody is unable to stay away from, I guess, it feels like they're not able to get out of their head. It feels like through this renewal, somebody has to voice that they are not able to escape their demons or their projections, and I see they're just going to put it out on the table. And there's a lot to be unpacked. I think that this person is at their breaking point, and it also feels like this is, while it's chaotic, tower energy, it feels magnificently healing. This is somebody who's afraid to let their nervous side show. So this is what it's leading to. It feels like there's so much promise in this. This person, they've been exasperated and exhausted, and I can see why they would hold back in trying to put out what they see as their triggers out on the table with you. They've had a horrible experience with doing so in the past. Trust is very hard for them to come by. This might be you, this might be somebody who you're dealing with. There's a lot of changes that need to take place so that the hermit can feel safe and actually speak about, I guess, all that they have learned and all that they have shared and all their compassion. It feels like a beautifully wonderful and compassionate new cycle where it feels very loving. It feels like there's kind of a sense of elation going on. I also feel like there's a sense of commitment. So this is going to be a two-parter. I said it. What is this? What is this sense of commitment that this renewed energy is looking for? Oy vey. Okay, so what they're looking forward to? What are they looking forward to? I think that they're going to be able to speak freely, and I think they're going to talk about a lot of the previous challenges in their relationships where I think that this person was contained against their will. I really feel like they were contained against their will. I feel like they were taught to shut up, do not act up, behave, act accordingly. This could be any dynamic. But this is something where I feel like there's almost a sense of either Stockholm syndrome or just trauma bonding. I really feel like there can be very clear about what their bonds have been in past connections in their life. No, they're not looking for you to save them. I think that that is the furthest thing. I think that that's why they had such a hard time in opening up to you, is because they were afraid that you would think that you had to save them. No, but you are going to be holding space to where they can actually save themselves and see this for the reality and the S show that it is. Okay, so that's what they have to look forward to. Discovering their truth and their power and healing from it as they speak it. I see that they're going to really learn to sit with their uncertainties and their discomfort. And hey, cheerio. It's like they're afraid that they haven't learned the lesson. they've actually gone above and beyond with self-mastery. This is really embodying the comfort of the masculine energy for them. So I think that it feels like, I remember the beginning of this. I think it was complete masterful masculine energy, but it's really about forward moving into the future with their self-mastery, knowing that they can handle anything that is thrown their way, knowing that they can handle healthy relationships. They're truly the magician who's having a massive fresh start, not only in relationships, but in a lot of chaotic situations that they will just know how to navigate, taking from past experience. All good. So it looks like this is a highly sensitive individual. If it's feminine, I really think that this is a wounded feminine energy that we're talking about here. They're having an issue with self-worth and also feeling like they're kind of losing everybody. This doesn't have to be female. It's just feminine. We all have feminine and masculine inside of us. So what I'm seeing here, this is, again, a majorly emotionally, it's an emotional person. It's not a bad thing. The wounds that this person is carrying is all about their self-worth, where they're having a really hard time with their faith, feeling like anything good is going to happen to them, that they're either going to be worthy of love, friendship, their promotion, the job, the lifestyle. This is a major issue that they're dealing with. So they feel like they have to do it all themselves, and they're actually doing quite, well, it seems like they're doing some damage to themselves as a way to avoid it. They're masking their pain with something physical in their life. It doesn't have to be sex. It doesn't have to be, outright abuse. But what I'm seeing here is the suffering of this person because they cannot look at themselves. They are exhausted. What more can they do for themselves? They're breaking is what's going on here. This might be you. This might be somebody that you're dealing with. But I want you to know this person, while they are going through an absolutely emotionally detrimental time, not all is lost. If this is you or somebody who you are dealing with, while it seems that they are a complete mess and crumbling down on the floor, they will rise above it. They will get through it. They will straighten their crown. They're just down in the dumps with this, and honestly, they have good reason. It's important what they are doing right now for them to get to the next step and to actually grow. They have to feel this out entirely, and them avoiding it is only going to prolong it. I know, it's incredibly frustrating. This is kind of their path. They've got to figure it out. Now, I know that you probably want to save them from it. You can't. You can only either hold space or love them from afar. They are protected. They will know that. There's a major sense of intuition with this person, and they're resisting their own willpower with this. It's almost like they are digging their claws into their repressed energy and also every insecurity. They feel like they have no other choice. They'll get through it though. Either you or somebody that you are dealing with are planning their next step and what they're going to do, and they're doing this. It's an incredibly sensitive topic. This may be the next step as far as action or as conversation is going. I feel like this is somebody who's very emotionally invested, but they've hit a wall. They've hit a wall. And they're going to continue to hit a wall unless they learn how to compromise in this. So, what I'm seeing in here is there's all these ideals for the future. There's a lot of hope invested into the future. And they're not quite letting this go. So what is this all about? I see that this is going to take a lot of mental work for you. To move forward, there's a lot that you need to think about. There's a plan that needs to be laid out for you or in front of you. I do see that this is going to be revealed. This is going to involve recreating a sense of structure in the environment, a sense of safety. The whole thing about it is nobody's making a move forward, nobody is compromising because there's an issue with their own personal safety. How can you assure that? It looks like some sort of, this is so stupid sounding. I'm sorry if this sounds stupid to you. It's not meant to. It's like there needs to be some sort of trust established. And there needs to be some sort of collateral put up. So how are you going to put collateral up to establish trust, to get this big revealing that is going to give you a clear view on what the next step is for you? Wishes fulfilled. It's going to happen. There's going to be a compromise. What is with this? This is so bizarre. Okay, mindfulness, mind over the heart. Don't let your emotions get the best of you about this. I know that it's going to be super easy for you to want to react. Don't. This is such a sensitive topic. This is about something that nobody wants to look at. Nobody wants to look at this. Nobody wants to look at the hand that they've been given. There's a major karmic situation that nobody wants to look at. So we're dealing with a magician here. Somebody who is not in a bad way manipulative. This is going to be a two-parter, but is manipulative nonetheless. So this person has been carrying a lot of this this pressure on them, this mental pressure for quite some time. I feel like it's actually been one of the main things that has detached them from their feelings, because when they attach to it, it feels like they're breaking. They're going through a rebirth, and they've worked so incredibly hard on themselves. They've been working really hard at not only learning, but overcoming the past. There's still this, that you can't bypass it though. Whoever this is, they are a guardian of their own gate. All right, somebody that you know or you. There's, what about this? You're ready. They're ready to move on from the past, but the thing is, the King of Wands in reverse. I think they're worried about letting people down. This is, I know this is going to sound really weird. It's feminine, and it's also a feeling of maternal issues. This might be somebody who has a real issue with either a mother figure or somebody who's this incredible, nurturing, motherly-like character in their life. They're very grounding, very earthy, and very compassionate. That is the karmic situation, and it's actually going to be played off more in, I guess, it's going to be alleviated, and it's going to be in favor of a positive outcome. There's been a lot of work, and whoever this is involving, it's involving rebirth and also reconnection to source and spirit. I do feel like there is a connection between whoever this motherly figure is and a sense of faith, divinity even. And I think there's going to be a new project that they're working on outside of themselves by, I guess, whatever their situation is, it's going to finally close off the chapter, and they're going to spend all their time working on something else. So we're getting rid of this, I think, closed off, repressed energy. That's getting rid of. Karmic lesson, they feel like they haven't learned, but they've actually come out on top. There's truth, integrity, compassion. It's better than they expected.